And welcome everybody to Live on the Av. I'm your host, Chad, and I'm joined today by Jason. We're going to run down all the news for Wednesday, May 4th, 2016. May the 4th be with you that you might have missed. I had to throw it in there, so I got to throw it in sometime, dude. I
Yeah,
wasn't going to
fair
throw it in the
enough.
block party. I'll throw it in there. Dude, let's open up with a big announcement, dude. Since it is May the 4th, and it's a celebrated Star Wars Day around the world,
National
apparently.
holiday.
Yeah, it's a officially national holiday.
Schools are closed. It's good.
EA went on record to say that the Titanfall developers, Respawn Entertainment, is going to be creating, and apparently they've been probably in the works for a few years now on this, so we could see some game footage of this, a Star Wars third person over the shoulder game coming out soon here.
Pretty cool.
So
Pretty
with the
cool.
Star Wars license, the guys who have brought you Titanfall and the soon to be Titanfall 2, this could be pretty awesome because they do have Stig Asmussen, who worked on the God of War series, is part of the Respawn Entertainment team. So when you think
concept.
of third-person games, dude, God of War is up there.
I wonder how that works. Like, what character do you use in Star Wars to make a Kratos clone? Like a God
Dude,
of War
how,
clone.
how well does it fit, though? I mean, lightsabers and throwing a lightsaber and having it come back to you, kind of similar to what you do
Yeah,
in
I
God of War.
suppose. Yeah. All right. I can get behind it.
So,
I was all for like the 1313, the game that was like an Uncharted Star Wars knockoff. I thought that was really cool back in the day, like when that was announced and then promptly canceled. So yeah, any third-person Star Wars game, I'm all in.
yeah, it could be awesome, especially since we keep seeing like first persons and then space games. Like, let's get in there and let's get crazy and let's see what they can do. It is weird that it's the Titanfall developers who are first person shooter guys
Yeah.
that we played a ton of. I mean, they're a small company. This is going to be their third game, so but they got
Well, I
people.
mean, small relative. They're gonna have like 90 people working on it, which is what they had working on Titanfall. And Titanfall was 70, Titanfall 2 is 90. So it's a pretty big. It's actually a pretty good sized studio.
Is
It's not.
Titanfall 2 taking a hit though?
No, I mean they said it's gonna still be the same amount of people working on this game and Titanfall 2. So
Oh.
interesting, I guess. It's not like a mom and pop in a garage. It's a pretty big game.
It's a couple of dudes in a garage whipping up a Star Wars game. It's going to be awesome. So Titanfall developers, Respawn Entertainment, with a third-person Star Wars game coming out. Maybe we'll see some stuff at E3 this year. Highly doubtful, probably with 2017 after Titanfall 2 hits. More Star Wars news, dude. The new Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens trailer has come out, and it's showing off a little bit of some backstory stuff that you might not have gotten to see in the movies, man. You get to check out some C-3PO, Red Arm, Kylo Ren, and Captain Phasma searching for Laura Santeca. Dude, I got all the names locked in here,
you're,
dude.
on fucking point right now.
I'm most curious about the Han Solo and Chewie stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Because in the movie, when I watched the movie, that was kind of like what I was kind of most interested in because they were on the ship, and then how the fuck did they get on this ship? What are they
where'd they
doing
get all
on
these
it?
like crazy things that are on this ship? Like they had to go out
Yeah.
and like seize them and capture them somehow. So yeah, this is really cool. I was not expecting the DLC to kind of like do these little offshoot and give us more intel into the Star Wars Force Awakens universe. So this is awesome.
Yeah, I didn't expect it either, and the fact that they are doing it is a nice surprise. It's not going to be as crazy as like maybe I'm getting internally excited about because it's Legos.
It's Lego DLC, dude. These are gonna be like 10-minute little fucking missions. So
Yeah.
don't like this trailer is probably as long as all the DLC combined.
Yeah,
But
most of it's going to be punching brick walls and collecting little coins.
Yeah.
But,
You
So-
digress.
yeah, that's going to be coming out. Check it out tonight on the Block Party if you guys are around on Twitch at 7 o'clock Central. Tristan will be on there, a comic book guru, and he'll be talking more about some Star Wars stuff and the C-3PO connection that will be tying from the comic book into the game potentially. So make sure you guys check that out tonight. Other news, we got Binding of Isaac Afterbirth is coming out next week, Tuesday, and you guys know how fucking excited I am about Binding of Isaac. I think I spent an entire summer, Jason came to visit, and he was laying on the couch, and I'd wake up and play Binding of Isaac, dude. Now the Afterbirth DLC, if you guys are on PC, you guys have been playing this like crazy already. You know all about it. But if you only got a console, this is the fucking Binding of Isaac. Like, this is the, like, sets it off. This is the finale, I like to think, dude. I don't think he goes anywhere after
Yeah, I
this.
don't think they go anywhere after this. And I mean, it's supposed to add like 100 more hours of gameplay potentially. That's
Dude,
just
for-
fucking insane.
For $10.99, dude? It's crazy.
The amount. Oh my god, I feel like you owe these guys money. How much you paid to play this game, dude?
I feel like I owe him money? I
Yeah.
guess, yeah, dude. I'm probably
This
putting
is
a
like
big
one of the
chunk.
best game values of all time. The Binding of Isaac series.
But I
It's
also
so
want to
good.
say that, you know, I may owe them money, but I've also sold this game to many, many people. and they've purchased. I didn't
I,
personally sell it, but
I'm with you, dude. Like at some point, I was like a Binding of Isaac hype man back in the day when that first thing dropped, and I got into it, but not as much as you. So I'm definitely gonna check this out. But
yeah, next week Tuesday it comes out the 10th. It's gonna add greed mode, which is like a kind of a horde mode, 8 waves, tons of bosses, tons of like you buy new items and all sorts of stuff that you expect from levels, but it's just like wave after wave after wave. Insane, dude. Daily runs they're adding, leaderboard scores, so that way like it's a random seed. If you guys are familiar with Binding of Isaac, you put a seed in and it'll every time it gives you the same exact stuff, so that way you can kind of prepare for it. But everyone gets the same seed, same character, gets to try it, and then you get to see who's the best on the leaderboards. That's cool. New character, dude. 8 new bosses, 25 new enemies. Fuck, dude. For $11, if you're a Binding of Isaac fan, you'd be insane not to get this, dude. Especially with all the shitty $60 DLC that comes out these days. So
yeah, you need it. You need this in your life,
dude. While we're talking about DLC, dude, that's coming out next week. We got something else that's going to be coming out May 19th, dude. Fallout 4 Far Harbor DLC, dude. They're just churning this stuff out, man.
I feel like every week we have a new story about Fallout DLC. It's like, give your game some time to breathe, dudes.
Yeah, why are they pushing it out so quickly? There's not going to be anything left come November.
It's really strange. Like, I'm not one to be like, man, this is too much DLC, but like, what the fuck? Like, you put it out, like, you're supposed to let it die out and then get people excited about your game again in like a few more weeks to get them back in to buy more stuff. Like, this is just exhausting. Like, I'm like, where do I start? Like, do I play this other DLC that I'm not finished with? Do I jump into this? And this is supposed to be like their biggest area ever, so maybe this is the one that's going to last for a month before their next DLC.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird that I have this following Binding of Isaac and I unload all this cool stuff you get in Binding of Isaac, and in here it's $30. It's a new case with Valentine's Detective Agency. You go across, the big, like you were saying, the biggest landmass that they've ever had in a DLC. Not biggest landmass they've ever created, but for a DLC. But beyond that, dude, it's $30, and I mean, they don't really. How many bosses are you gonna get? How many new interactions? How many new items? Like, really, what are you getting besides one story?
It didn't look that interesting either, sadly.
Yeah,
I was expecting more, but I just watched the trailer and I was just like, this is kind of boring in a weird way. This location is kind of not exciting to me.
Yeah, and I
think
they pigeonholed themselves a little bit too with this keeping it on land when it blends in with everything we've already seen almost, dude. It's just like a rundown town. Especially you can make your own settlements, so it's like kind of a rundown town. It looks like a settlement you made yourself. Yeah, and nothing really sticks out, and it's all damp and dark and rainy.
Yeah, and the graphics look like shit, like they always have. Their character models and buildings and everything just looks like garbage, which is a shame. I mean, game of the year, we love it, but it's just like
no shit. The way we're talking about,
I always talk shit on this game, but I play it and I love it when I play it. Yeah. It's just like every time I see it, I'm like, this is embarrassing, but it's such a fun game.
Yeah. So May 19th, for $30, Fallout 4. Far Harbor DLC. Unless you got the season pass, then you'll be getting that tied on there. We'll let you know as it gets closer what else is in it and how it's gonna be. We'll get a Amy on top of it, dude. She's the Fallout 4. She's got everything for Fallout 4, so she'll check it out for you guys and let you know. And dude, holy shit, I didn't realize this until as I'm going for you guys right now, dude. This is the fucking DLC of the day, dude. I mean, or not, this isn't, but like all we have is DLC, dude. EA is giving away free DLC. To prepare for Friday's big Battlefield reveal, dude. If you got Battlefield 4 or Battlefield Hardlines, you can get Dragon's Teeth for Battlefield 4 or Robbery for Battlefield Hardlines. Hardlines Robbery one is actually pretty cool. It adds a ton of stuff to it. In that game, if you like Battlefield, I'd say Battlefield Hardlines over Battlefield 4. Personally, that's mostly because I just suck in a lot of the vehicles, and I feel like 4 has more vehicles than Hardline does. And Hardline's more about the action. But you can only get these,
Battlefield 4 is basically like a running simulator. But like the robbery
Hardlines feels like that too, man. Sometimes I have to be specific on which map I want to play and which mode I want to play because I don't want to spend 45 minutes running around to get sniped.
Yeah, exactly.
In one headshot. But if you're into the Battlefield games, May 3rd, which was yesterday, all the way to May 10th, you'll be able to get this stuff. And apparently there's going to be more free old expansions to follow. So down the road, they're going to keep dishing them out for these games as they lead up, probably to get more people playing Battlefield and more people excited.
Yeah, and get people hyped for this big Friday announcement where they show World War II, World War One. They're going back in time. They have to, right? They're not going.
They're getting the one up on Call of Duty because everyone's been begging Call of Duty to go back in time.
Yep.
And they're gonna jump the gun too while Call of Duty's going into space. So yeah, stay tuned for that. We'll have breaking news on that as it unveils. Unless it's all CG, then fuck it, dude. I don't need to tell you guys anything about CG. If they got some gameplay, dude, I'll hype it up for you guys. And speaking of gameplay, I finally got to get my hands on, and so do you guys right now. Exclusive Dangerous Golf officially releasing some gameplay footage. And I know a few months ago I wrote up an article and I was super jacked for it.
You were really excited.
All the jackness, all the exciteness, everything, dude, out the window. It
really?
Looks like you're just. It looks like you're shooting a cannon.
It's like a physics simulator now.
Yeah, it totally is. It's like you. For some reason, I pictured you as a dude or a miniature dude in there swinging a golf club and setting up like different angles and stuff like that.
That's what I thought too at first. I didn't realize it was gonna be just kind of like bouncing this ball around the room. It's basically Burnout mode in like from Burnout, right? Like these are some of the guys from that. So that's all this is essentially.
Yeah, it's not even golf.
It looks cool visually. It's impressive as hell, but yeah, I know what you're saying. It's not golf.
Super let down by that, but it does look amazing. You're blowing up everything in the entire place. You're gluing stuff to walls, bouncing it off. I thought it was cool when it hit some plates and then bounced off the ground. The plate's flying through the air and it bounced off the plate again randomly.
Yep.
I think the physics are going to be absolutely amazing in this game. It's going to make for some really awesome moments, but it just kind of bummed me out that it's not the weird fucking insane golf that I was expecting. I don't know why I was expecting midget people.
Dude, no, I'm with you too. I was expecting like to be able to smash line up a shot and just smash a ball around a house.
Yeah, and see what happens.
And this is more just like, I don't know. It's not. This looks like it's gonna get old really fast, unfortunately.
Yeah. So as more stuff comes out, that we got more trailers for that coming out down the road. So we'll see as the stages kind of progress and what other things they open up to us, how it looks. But I don't think when I wrote that trailer that they had more than three to six stages in there in general.
I think they have a few more now, but yeah, it's not huge.
It's real tight, dude. Real tight. And one more thing here I want to talk about before we head out of here for the day is one little news tidbit here for all you co-op players. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare is not going to be following in Black Ops 3's footsteps, dude, and having a co-op mode for the campaign. They're opting out of that to go and focus on the story and the solo story aspect of it, which is kind of a bummer for all you guys that play co-op, but I know, Jason, you don't, and you just like it for the story. So if it take the co-op out of it and it just has a better story, I think it's good.
Yeah, totally. I think it's fine. I mean, everyone got worked up about Halo, so it's like whatever. It is what it is.
You can't have it all, dude. But if I'm playing that game, I want my co-op and the player versus player stuff. I don't want to end the story anyways.
Yeah, not Call of Duty. Not Call of Duty.
And then also, they will be having a beta for it. It's not absolutely official, but when you pre-order it right now, codes are coming on receipts, so you guys might be able to get into a beta access for that soon. So make sure you guys check that out as well. And that's the news for the day. Thank you guys so much for joining us on twitch.tv/AllertonAv. Otherwise, if you missed it, make sure you guys check it out on youtube.com/AllertonAvLive. And if you missed that and you didn't want to subscribe, AllertonAv.com, we have you every day. 5 o'clock Central. Thank you so much, Jason, for joining me today. Thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate it, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.